All this activity has the boys famished, and it's Castaway's executive chef, Lance Seeto, to the rescue. They join him in making a special course for tonight's dinner, while learning a thing or two about the Fijian way of life.
People travel so far away to come to Fiji. It's great if they can learn about culture and that through food.
Chef Seeto first teaches them where coconut milk comes from.
So this is how it was done in the old days. It came from coconuts, not from the tin.
And then they learn how to crack one open.
Right there? Okay. Nathan, now I can do it. Cracked coconut. What is it?
And how to scrape that yummy meat from the inside.
While you pressing downward, you keep rotating the shell. So you're scraping the whole inside.
This is going to take a long time.
And they find a treat waiting inside one of the coconuts.
A coconut flour.
Whoa.
And you can eat this. It's sweet. It's like a marshmallow.
That's so good.
It's like a marshmallow.
Do you usually find coconuts like that?
These are the mature ones here. They can learn these old ways, you know, like we were saying before, coconut milk doesn't come from a tin. It actually comes from the coconut. And it's a great way for children to learn where food comes from.
Then Chef Seeto shows them how the Fijians made coconut milk centuries ago.
What I'm trying to do here is identify the old ways the Fijians used to cook a long, long time ago. When you go back into these ancient civilizations, you find there are flavors that we've never tried. Now, bring those up and infuse them with more herbs, tropical fruits, and all of a sudden you've got a cuisine that is not only world-class, but it hasn't been tried anywhere in the world. All those food groups that are causing us problems today in our society, the Fijians never had that problem pre-contact.
So he shows them the process of how the Fijians used tree bark to strain the milk.
You feel how soft that is? So it's quite soft. So we're going to use this like a strainer.
Kind of looks like oatmeal. Yeah, like because the little.
Well, you watch the coconut
specks.
after we've squeezed it. After we squeeze the coconut, it'll be really dry because all the moisture's all taken out.
It's not as watery as
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like rice.
It's quite creamy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like cream.
So if we wanted to make more milk, we'd probably add a little bit more water, so it'd be a bit more runny.
Can I try?
Scrape it all up together. So get as much of the scrapings in as you can in the middle. That's it. And then just squeeze.
Whoa, there's still milk in there?
Yeah, it's sort of stuck all inside the flesh.
This is harder than it looks.
Yeah. You see how big the Fijians' hands are? They've got huge hands.
And just wait until they see how the coconut is toasted.
In the old days, they used to use the rock, that sizzling hot rock, to put it in, and it created new flavours. Today in Fiji, a lot of that old sort of the artisan technique has been long forgotten.
And then it's time to look from the land to the sea as they learn about the protein for this course.
The Fijians used to catch this fish all the time, so it was easy for them to turn that fish into a dish. And so today, all throughout Fiji, this is their national dish. Like a ceviche is. Ceviche is, you don't actually cook the fish. We actually put the fish in lime juices or lemon juices. And I'm not sure if you knew, but when you squeeze lemon and lime over fish, it cooks the fish. It turns the fish from raw into a cooked fish. And this is how the Fijians and all the South Americans, how they used to cook fish in the old days. It's hard to see now, but that's slowly going white. So you leave that for a couple of hours and it'll be white all the way through. And that's called curing.
Totally feels cooked like it was in an oven.
Yeah, straight into that coconut milk that you made earlier.
And then they garnish it with beautiful tropical fruits.
Here in the tropics, the oranges don't go a bright orange.
Whoa. Sorry. It is like an orange.
It's like an orange, eh?
Better.
You reckon that these are?
Grapes? No.
Oh. Yeah, look, you're close. That's close.
Relish.
No? Alright, I'm going to make you eat one.
Okay.
You want to try one?
A pickle.
It looks like pickle.
Is it dipped in like vinegar? It's crunchy.
What does it taste like? It's vegetable.
It doesn't taste like
It's all vegetables. I know that you're my vegetable kid, so
Oh, Pete.
what do you reckon it is? No? It comes from the sea. So yeah. So
Yeah, it
so
tastes
you're
salty.
right. So these grow under the sand. So under the sand, all the grass grows, but this is like seagrass, but it's the grapes. And as you can see, they're tiny little grapes, and that's where the crunchiness came from.
Kind of like in Alaska, we went kayaking
Yeah.
and we tried kelp just right out of the ocean.
Yep.
We're eating our sea vegetables.
So all the native civilization ate seaweed. All right, so you're gonna get that on the side.
Nathan, can I do that?
Well, you're gonna do the fruit.
Oh, yay!
You're gonna, on the top.
On the sides.
Oh, you're gonna put that on the sides. That looks good. Well, it's your design. Are people gonna eat it in your restaurant? This is called a kokonda. So what are you gonna call it? What sort of a kokonda is this?
It's called the braided nut because these looks like braids and then thin nut.
The braided nut. There you go.
Have it, everybody. Thank you.
And at dinner in the beautifully candlelit outdoor dining room at Castaway, we're joined by the hotel manager, Stephen.
They said the food is dedicated to the kind of food from ancient Fiji. So does that mean there's people in the food?
Well, if it was in the years past, say before the 1800s, we might have a bit of people in the food whilst we were still cannibals. But no, the menu which chef has put out for us has an influence of the traditional Fijian cuisine with a bit of Asian touch to it also.